Last topic of the day. Last topic. If you last topic. This was.
She intrigued with this shit.
So guess what? We can do it again another day. Just so y'all know. Okay, but last topic. Last topic of the day.
Okay.
So this was asked of Dennis himself. He wanted me to ask y'all.
Let's go,
Dennis.
Dennis.
This his podcast. He got a
Hold on. I was just finna say, let me take time to say hi to Dennis. He shouted me out the other day. He was looking for me. Hey, bro. Okay, go ahead.
All right, so
He didn't shout us out.
can I still?
Forewarning, this could be an hour long time.
Nope, it's not because I'm cut it short. So can I still love you if I cheat on you and get caught?
No, you cannot. No, you cannot. You cannot love me. You cannot
Before you ask the
love
question,
me if
can
you
you
cheat on me. I'm already
Identify what cheating means to you.
Ooh, because that's a good one. Because everybody's definition
Cheating
of
mean
cheating
when
is
you go
different.
lay with somebody else that's not me and you give them treasures and them goods away. That's called cheating.
No.
Cheating mean when you spend some time with somebody else and it's not me. Cheating mean don't play with me. That's what cheating means. You don't want me to come looking for you?
No.
Don't play with me. That's what that means.
So wait, let me ask the question again real quick. But let me ask the question
Cheating is
again.
doing
But let me ask the question again because it stopped. So I have to ask the question again. So as the initial question was, can I still love you if I cheat on you? And then the other part is that and got caught.
No, you cannot. Because how about if you cheat on me, you don't love me? Because how about if you cheat on me? How about if you cheat on me, you was looking for something outside of me that what I wasn't giving you? How about if
Not
you cheat on me?
necessarily. Not necessarily.
Yes,
And
but listen to the second part. So really listen to what I said. Can I still love you if I cheat on you and then get caught? Because so it's a two-part question. Can I love you and I cheat?
Yes, you
And
can
then
love somebody
can I
and
still love
still
you
cheat.
and then I get caught?
Now, if you get caught, that might change some things.
No, because
but you can still love me, though.
So what I think.
Now, will I love you back?
So look,
that's the thing.
So what I
It's the
think.
difference from love and in love. When
So
you cheat
look.
on me, I love you. The love ain't gonna never die. But am I in love with you like I was before you cheated and fucked and messed up? No, I'm not.
So what I feel like this question. Hold on, look.
All the
So
time. It's true.
I feel.
You can go cheat on a nigga last week. And he don't know you cheated on him, but he still gonna love you the same way he loved you last week because he
That's
don't know.
not what she
No,
said.
no.
Listen to the second
She
part of
said
the
it was 2 part of a question.
So what you saying is a woman
So
found
look.
out.
So it's two parts to the question. So where I think. No, look. Hold on.
I've lived this real life, so when they ready for my real life, real deal
So
answer
this
how I
is
dealt
why
with it,
I
I'll let y'all
asked
know.
it. So look, this is why I asked it the way it said, right? Because usually a man says, I'll cheat on you because I'm black and blah, 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 but I still love you, right? But then I stop loving you and I stop being in love with you once I don't care if you catch me cheating on you. I'll hide everything that I'm doing, quote unquote, the spare feelings, blah, 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 whatever, because I still want this to work. But at this point, I don't care if it work or not. You get what I'm saying?
He is comfortable in where he's at, and he don't want to lose you.
Hold on.
He is comfortable.
Cheating one time and cheating multiple.
I feel like a man is gonna do what you allow him to do.
Hold on.
If you allow
Hold
him
on,
to keep cheating
y'all.
on you, your ass gonna get kicked.
Hold on, y'all. Let me tell
No,
you.
he was cheating, and then you
Hold
found
on.
out he was
She said it was a
Hold
2-part question.
on.
So what part of the
Hold on.
question am I asking the first
Can
one?
I
She
give
saw something?
Can
Hold
I
on.
give y'all an answer from somebody that's lived it and is still living it?
Only
Right?
Don't give me the juicy parts. So
Okay.
I don't read the book.
Okay, hold on. The question was, can a man still love you if he cheated on you? Right? That was the first question. And then the second question was, and got caught.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a weakness. Everybody has a weakness no matter what that weakness is. Rather it's sexual, emotional, financial, food. Everybody has a weakness. Right? How you act on that weakness is one thing.
That makes the difference.
Now, if you came to me and said, you know what? I've done this and I feel terrible about it and I need to tell you. That's one thing. But if I have to find out from Curly Sue around the corner, because she didn't sent me all the screenshots and all the text messages and all the, you know what I'm saying? That makes it different. And you can still love me, right? But you were taking me for granted. That does not change the fact that you loved me. But you took me for granted. And now you didn't realize the depth of your love for me until you got caught, and now you're about to lose me.
That's when the respect
Now you understand the depth of your love for me. But you know what? Now that's when I have a choice to say, no matter how deep or not deep you love me, I can choose to keep it, or I can choose not to keep it. I don't want to wait for you to cheat on me and almost lose me to realize how much you love me.
But let me ask you this.
Leave them.
Sometimes it takes for
That's what make it or break it.
Pack up all your shit and leave you for you to get your shit together.
But let me ask you this.
Sometimes it takes that.
What if the man did come to you and say, look, I messed up, or I'm having feelings towards this person, and I just want to I want to confess this to you. How would you feel about that, man?
Me honestly,
would you really take him back, or would you even have more?
I was just gonna say,
to snoop around, or
I was gonna say, I respect your
cheating.
honesty.
Are y'all defining cheating as sexual?
No,
or are you
emotional?
Okay.
Emotionally, sexually, physically.
Just speaking for this woman and this woman.
I just gotta clarify.
That connection you get that you supposed to get with me, that's
I
cheating.
feel connected to this woman,
and
I know it's not gonna
this
end
woman
well.
and this woman only. I want you and what I need, right? Everybody has a different need.
Shit that you
Because
would
if I
text her
text
in
a
front
nigga
of
the same
me.
thing, you're gonna be mad.
Right.
This woman,
Hold on, let her go.
I have a need for complete honesty. I am I can't speak for every woman.
Us.
I am a woman that me and you together can get over anything. If you are the person, if you are my person and you were put here for me, there is nothing that we can overcome. But you have to be 100. But with that being said, I have to give you a safe space to feel like you can be honest.
But I feel like
with me.
safe space is subjective.
But that's their
It
relationship
is,
to where
but
we
every
build that whole level of
every
free
person's safe
relationship
space
before
is
you
different,
move
right?
on.
Every person's safe space is different.
Even when you're in dating, okay, like, you're not the only one I'm dating. I'm dating, 2 or 3 other people right now. We see where our relationship may
Then
go.
we ain't dating. We playing.
But everybody
But that's
everybody goes back to how Dale says everybody
that's
defines
just
stuff
me.
differently.
Right.
They
Yeah,
understand things differently.
because
She
of
just
my
said they
generational
would be-
curses
You
and
know,
things
just
I
dating,
have
going
been
out here,
through.
they're getting to know each other.
I need that
That's,
honesty.
yeah.
I need you to come to me and say, hey, I understand you going to school and you working, but because you're going to school and working and doing what you're doing, my needs are not being met. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the part of cheating that a lot of women don't want to talk about. There's a certain part of cheating that a lot of women, we quick to blame the man, and the man needs to own it because you had a weakness that you took a part of, and you could have disregarded that weakness, but you choose to take it, right? So when me and my ex-husband separated, we sat and had a conversation, and I asked him, what as a wife was I not doing? Because at the end of the day, if you were going to cheat regardless, right? Because that was in you and that's what you wanted to do. But in order to make me better for the next man, whoever that may be, I have to recognize that I have flaws. And what was it that I was not doing? And he came to me and he said, you know what? That wasn't it. I'm good at that, huh? He came to me and he said, you know what? You are such a go-getter. You work and you work your work to the end. And you make sure all these bills are paid for. But because my son, he'll be all right. Because you have that work ethic, I take giving my love and showing my love as providing. And that wasn't the love language he had. Me providing was my way of showing that my love and my family and what I wanted. But that wasn't his love language. He needed something else. And there were times he's like, remember when we had this conversation and I was trying to tell you that's not what I needed, but you weren't listening. And I had to be like, you know what? I remember that damn conversation. And I remember where you was trying to tell me, I respect your grind and I appreciate it, but I need this. And if I have to do A, B, and C to free up the time so you can give me what I need, I'll do it. But you know what I said? I gotta work. I gotta go to school. I got a goal. I gotta do what I gotta do, and I gotta do what I gotta do. I was so focused on me and where my end goal was, But I can admit that. You know what I'm saying? I can admit that.
That's what we was taught.
Correct. That's a generational. That's a generational curse. That's a generational curse. My mama told me you go get it. You go get your education. You go do what you got to do. But in doing that, I can say as a wife, I was not the best wife to him. There was a lot of things as a wife I could have been doing better. Does that mean that gave him the right to cheat? No, absolutely not. But I can be a grown up and say, you know what, Dale, if you look back on it, there were things as his wife you could have did better. You know what I'm saying?
But do you feel like, real quick, do you feel like that, like, yes, you could have did better, but do you feel like he could have been more vocal about the, because only reason why I say that is because you've been in our clubhouse space, and sometimes the men say something and they feel like they're being direct, but they're not. And then, in this instance, no, he was being very direct. He was being very. Well, no, I asked that because sometimes it is.
On me.
Yeah, I know. I heard what she said. I heard it, but I just asked. I was trying to clarify.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I can honestly say.
Sometimes we interpret stuff and think it's something direct and it's not. So that's why I asked that.
And no. In the beginning, I would be like, I don't understand what you're saying. I don't understand what you're saying. You know what I mean? I would tell him I don't get it. Yeah. I don't get it.
Right. Because you one track mind and you with tunnel
vision. And then it came to a point to where he was very vocal and he was very clear.
Yeah, you were tunnel vision.
His needs. But I was so tunneled in the end goal.
I feel you on that.
He wasn't there yet. You know what I'm saying? I would tell him about the end goal,
right?
But he couldn't see it the way I could see it.
Right.
He couldn't see it, and like I said, that gives him no excuse to cheat. You cheated. You owned that. That was your weakness, and I will not take that on me. Never. But I can say, for the next man, whoever it may be, I now know I have to be able to do both. I have to be able to find the balance.
Why is it that we have to be able to do both? Why is it that we have to be able to go to work, go to school, take care of the kids, take care of the house, and all they have to do is go to work and come home?
But let's be real. Hold on, Chelsea.
But why are you giving that man that out? Next man that out?
I'm not giving him that out. I take my position as a woman, right? I feel like I was, and I'm a woman, Iris, no. I'm a woman and I feel like I was put on this earth.
Iris is your we know that you don't
she know because we've had the conversation where I feel like I was put on, no. When I say I'm a woman, I mean I was put on this earth. Can I work? Can I pay bills? Can I go out there and grind?
But if she was to get married again, she wants to be a housewife.
I was put on this earth to be a wife and a mother. I was not. That's just my feeling for myself, right? Okay. I don't feel like I was put on this earth to work and provide.
Right. She wants to be a traditional.
And what I'm trying to say is, why is it that the next man can't understand and accept that?
No, he can.
But know that when they're marrying you or when they're taking you on as their woman, that they have to be available to provide.
No. And that's when in my new expectations, right? My new expectations. This new man will know. One of my requirements
is to make that money.
Is to provide. Now, how you provide, that's not my concern. Baby, if you at McDonald's as a manager, make that money. If you got your own business, make that. No, you can't tell a man how to provide. You can't tell a man, I want you
working at McDonald's.
If he's paying my bills.
I mean, I will.
You know they make more money at McDonald's than some people with careers.
I cannot. This is my. It's a controversial opinion, right? I cannot tell a man, I feel your job is to provide and then dictate how you provide.
I'm gonna tell you to go get the damn job.
Ooh, say it again though. Okay. I need you to say that
because I was in the same position you was in, where it was like, okay, I have to be the one provider. I have to go to work. I have to go to school, and then it turned into, okay, now I have all of that, but I want to be at home with my kids.
Yeah.
So verbalizing that to my husband, and he's like, okay, well, let me go and make this money.
Yeah.
Regardless of if you got a doctorate, a master's, whatever, if you want to be at home with the kids, I'm finna go make some money.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you finna be at home with these kids.
Yeah, but, and I can also say.
And that just comes with age. Like I said,
correct.
You want different things at different ages.
But I can also say I created a monster, right? We all have to be honest with ourselves. I created a monster. I made certain things okay.
Right.
That were not truly okay with me. And instead of me being open and honest and saying it wasn't okay, and I was okay with it 6 months ago, but now I'm not, right? I created a certain kind of monster. I created a certain kind of monster, right? I created this monster to where at that particular time, I had the education. Mm-hmm. So I was able to make the money that he wasn't.
Yeah.
Not a problem.
Yeah.
You're a great dad. Never take that from me.
Right.
You sit home, you take care of these kids, and I'm going to go make this bread while the kids are little. Because at the time, we can't afford daycare, right? Somebody got to stay home with
Somebody got to stay home.
But I also have to be honest and say, why that man, it's just like a stay-at-home mom.
Right.
That man sat at home for 5 and 6 years, not getting any training, not getting any education, because he was taking care of his children. Yeah. We moms, but wait, stay at home. But we look at it when it's stay at home moms, we say, well, that mom was giving up that sacrifice, right?
It's the same with the daddy too.
But it's not always that. We don't give that grace to men. Men. We should.
And let's be honest, I feel like we don't give it in our black space.
We don't give that space to men, right? So now we made the decision we made.
Take turns.
You stayed at home and you took care of the kids. But now I'm angry and I'm tired. And I'm resentful
because of that, right?
I'm angry
like,
and I'm
tired. How did you let me just go out and bust my ass?
But I made it okay in the beginning.
Yes.
In the beginning, I made it okay.
Right. Yes.
But now it is 2-3 years later, and I never vocalized that I was tired. Yeah. I just assumed that you should already see it.
Yeah. Oh, so
I should just assume because you're a man, you should have seen it.
Just like us women know.
You see what I'm saying?
Right. When we was growing up,
I feel you on that.
You see what I'm saying?
Kids and houses and stuff. Yeah. Men, the same thing. They was taught that they supposed to provide. So
but
some things I feel like it's self-explanatory.
But I feel like that's a traditional mindset.
And that's what I'm.
But hold on, so that's a traditional mindset, right? Where the man provides, the woman. So, but you say that, right? But then what? Hold on, real quick. Hold on.
A lot of days we wouldn't have ate if he wouldn't have sat at home and took care of
the
kids.
But hold on 1 second. Right? But I was gonna say,
I gotta respect that.
I'm not
but wait.
About y'all. I'm talking about that was a sacrifice.
But Sheena, but hold on. When you say, if you don't work, you don't eat, right? But I feel like we're not just in the black community, but in a lot of communities. This is why I feel like there should be a 2-parent household, because if somebody doesn't work, we don't eat.
Yeah.
Not both. Yeah. Somebody, right? And so I feel like that's where Dale is saying, like, well, if I don't have somebody.
Hold on, wait, and shout out to y'all single moms, man, because listen, raising kids is freaking hard. And that's very true, but I'm just saying, like, y'all is the real MVPs, because I don't know how I would do it by myself with 3 boys.
But you know,
I don't know how I would do it. Like, kudos to y'all for real, because going through it right now when my husband is out working, doing his thing, I'm like, golly, like, it really needs to be 2 people in the household. One doing the major things, but then the second one also, crossing the T's and dotting the I's. Like, it takes a lot to run a household. Like, it really, really does.
And you know what, Chelsea? That's why now Leslie just made a good point. Even though me and my ex-husband are divorced, I cannot qualify myself as a single parent.
I feel that same way too.
I can't.
I feel like that too.
Because whether we are together or not, there is not a time that I cannot call his phone and say, I need you to go pick up so and so from such and such. And even if he can't do it, he'll find a way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So even though we aren't together, Leslie has a very good point. I'm not a single parent, but I like I said, at the end of the day, I have to. And I think that's why, even though our divorce was ugly, it could have been very ugly. Cheated on me, had a baby within our marriage. It could have been very ugly. Yeah, he did, girl, baby. It's okay. I love.
What was
baby.
you gonna say, Jenny?
What do you actually consider being a single parent? Because some people say, "Oh, you're not a single parent if you're getting government assistance, if people are helping you." And
this girl just trying to tell me that I ain't no single parent. But let me tell you something.
Yeah, you are single parent.
Single parent is consist of if you got to get up in the morning by yourself and get that baby to school. You got to go get that baby back from school. I am not talking about no weekends. Period. I'm not talking about no Friday to no Sundays.
Right.
Period. And I'm not talking about no every other. Because on the court order you only get first, third, and the fifth, and no holidays. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that.
And you know what? I feel like calling myself.
I get child support. I still feel like a single
child
parent.
support ain't in the way. You know what, Sheena?
Exactly.
I can be honest. Calling myself a single mom is a disrespect to the man that still does for my children, even though we not together. Yeah. It's disrespectful to him for me to say, "Oh, I'm a single mom," but you not.
I agree with that.
I feel you on that. I'm just saying, like the women here
Chelsea,
that are
you're not a single parent.
No,
but she's saying the ones that are actually
single parents. Like, kudos to y'all because listen, it's tough. That's all I'm saying. It's tough.
And then I just feel like and single dads out there too. That's cool. Let's shout out to them.
Yeah.
The single dads who take care of the
what a
kids
single daddy's at because we got some single mamas looking for some daddies.
I got 2 kids.
I'm just saying, I'm saying it. I'm from a different point of view from everybody because I don't have any that came up out of here, but I have 2 that I take care of.
And you
been
do
having
a
my
dang
baby
good job.
for 5
Good job.
months. He's been 5 months old. Period.
Good job.
So I got a baby mama and a baby daddy, and it takes more than me just calling you baby mama and baby daddy to help me with this kid.
Right.
It takes more than me just giving you that title and saying, "Hey, I'm not gonna knock you out of his life," because that's a choice that I'm giving you. Because you already chose not to be here when you gave it to me.
Yeah.
But I'm still saying, hey, you can still come on. No, I don't want to kick you out. I want my son to know that he's loved everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like
a special type of love.
they don't. I feel like some parents
adopted kids and foster kids are definitely a different kind.
Regardless, if maybe because I'm starting to get heated. Let me get off this.
Well, and like I said,
but
I
it takes
feel like
a special type of love to take care of a kid that's not your own. That's another thing.
And I definitely, like I said, me and my ex-husband, we are I consider now. We still have our baby daddy, baby mama moments, right? I call his phone and I cuss him out when he don't do what I want, whatever. But I can say that man is one of my best friends. But I think it's because no matter how ugly our divorce could have been, I was able to take accountability in what I was not giving him. Not alleviating him from his responsibility. Not alleviating him from his responsibility. And owning his mistakes. But I can come to him and say, you know what? I was so focused on the end goal that I forgot about you.
Yeah.
I left you. That don't give you a right to go sleep with Sally Sue, whatever.
Put that woman.
But my thing is,
I can recognize that I left you behind.
So, but my thing is,
you know what I'm saying?
so look, so my thing about that though is it's not a bad thing that you left him because I feel like we have to be okay with things not being okay. One,
yeah, because if nothing changes, nothing changes.
We have to be okay with if our relationship ends. We have to be okay with that. Sometimes a marriage, although yes, you got married in front of God, church, all these witnesses that say we gonna be together for broke, rich, poor, all of that, right? So I feel like yes, you made this vow. But I feel like we do have to be okay with a marriage may not last forever.
Sometimes God don't even put that stuff together. They say what God put together, let more know and break apart. But God didn't put that stuff together. You did that yourself and you went and got married to that.
If we get married into the church, the Bible does say if you commit adultery, then that's grounds for divorce. So she's not going against the church.
I was just going to say, but you know what? I don't. Did our marriage end? Yes.
You better read
but
that.
Did our family end? No.
But
and I think that's what I think I'm okay with it.
But wait,
did our marriage end? Yes. We the marriage part ended, but our family is still our
But wait, hold on
family.
real quick.
But let's be real. In our vows, if we go back and think about my vows, I didn't say till death do us part.
Why you didn't?
My vows never.
She was not very traditional.
My
So
vows
look, but wait a
never
minute.
said till death. My vows never said till death do us part. And you know how most people when they be in a relationship, they get to each other's names. We didn't get each other's names. You know what we got? We got the kids' names. He got my daughter put on him, and I got his daughter put on me. We were very untraditional in the beginning. Yeah, we got tattoos. Okay. He got my daughter name put on him, and I got his daughter name put on me. Because at the end of the day, we understood that it was about kids. Family. And it was about what we were creating. And just because romantically we not together and we didn't mesh, that does not change the family we created.
Yeah, but so I feel like too. But look, so I feel like what hold on real quick. So I feel like what sometimes is missing is the witness, right? So that what people don't talk about is when the people that's in the church, the people that's present, because how they say it takes a village to raise a child. I feel like it takes a village for a marriage to grow and to continue to grow, and for to hold the relationship accountable, to hold the marriage accountable. Because if you really listen to it, the people that are present at the wedding, y'all are the witnesses.
And you signed my paper, so you ain't checked in on us, by the way.
But like I said, I definitely
for the record.
Wait, thank God everything was closed. Everybody loves tennis. Wait. Who signed your paper? Because I came late to your wedding.
But you know what, Chelsea? I can honestly say,
Harold, I'm coming to check on y'all.
not that me and T didn't have faith in the marriage, right? But I think me and him were realistic with what we were doing. We didn't get up in front of the church and say, till death do us part.
Well, no, so I'm not, but I'm not saying that.
I will love you and your child to the day I die. And I will love you and your child to the day I die. And we've kept that.
And you better keep it. In the eyes of the Lord.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, like, that's all beautiful and stuff. But what I was saying,
that's all beautiful and stuff.
Super beautiful.
I want to know: is there a difference? And this is my last question. I'm finna go for real because I gotta go to church in the morning. Is there a difference from being in a marriage and being married?
Yes, there's definitely a difference.
Let's talk to the people about it because I want to know.
There's definitely a difference. Like I just told you, Chelsea, I was in a marriage. But I wasn't in a marriage. I was physically married and doing what married things, married people
But
do.
let's be honest, we do that in a relationship.
But I can be honest and say I was thinking very single-minded because it was about my school and it was about my career and it was about my goal. So yes, we were married in the sense of we stood in front of the church and got married and we lived together, but that generational ID the independent thing, I hadn't let it go. Yeah.
But my thing is, it's not just that.
I was still independent in my marriage, and you can't be independent.
You gotta be codependent
in your marriage.
You gotta be codependent, right? But I feel like, but not just that. I feel like in relationships, we give each other, not just the woman, but more women than men. We be in these relationships like we're married. We give these men these marriage titles. Because I've done it. This is my husband. And do y'all know in the state of Texas, if you tell 3 people that y'all married, y'all legally married.
You're married.
Just so y'all know. Like, that's 3 witnesses that you done said y'all are married. And it does not have to be a law enforcement or anybody. It's anybody you tell them y'all are married, y'all are married. Right? And then not just that.
I'm married 20 times.
But I'm just saying, so a lot of people don't know that. But I also feel like that's where, I'm not going to say where we fail, because it's not a failure, it's a lesson.
Yeah.
Sometimes even a blessing.
Oh, yeah.
But I feel like if we sometimes don't give these marriage roles,
say it, girl, say it.
These roles, these vibes, these tasks to men that we're not married to, these can it'll show us clear as day if this man is for us or not.
Well, and let's be real. I'm gonna be 100% honest.
But I said a marriage, a husband's role.
I can be real and say I got married Do I regret being married? No. But I felt like that was an expectation. I was already on my second kid, right? Second kid, second baby daddy. And I didn't want my father to feel away because his daughter is now on her second relationship, second baby daddy, second child.
And was it about your father or was it about the family?
It was a little bit of both. Because my daddy, I love my daddy to death. We were standing at the aisle, and I can laugh now because my ex-husband know this story. I was standing at the aisle, and you know how you and your daddy are locked arms? And he looked at me and he said, "It's not too late to run." Those are my daddy's exact words to me. He was giving me the okay because he knew. I think he deep down knew that I wanted it, but I was doing it for him. I was doing it to please, not to please him, but to let him know you don't have to worry about me. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You don't have to worry about me. I found a man that's gonna do it right this time.
Just FYI, he said you the one he ain't got to worry about.
He do say that all the time. He do say that all the time. But I'm gonna be honest to you. And I looked at my daddy in his face and I told him, "No, daddy, let's go." No matter how unsure I was, it was about me reassuring him in that moment. Mm-hmm. Your daughter is gonna be okay.
I think they already know we're gonna be okay. It's just the point of letting us bump our head because you know your parents always want to pick you up each time.
Girl, let me tell you, I didn't tell me and my ex-husband was separated almost a year, y'all. Before I told anybody. We was separated a year. Iris didn't know, Karen didn't know, but it was during COVID, so it was easy for me to hide it because we didn't see each other. We didn't have family get-togethers. We didn't have stuff. My daddy called me and he said, "So you weren't gonna tell me you and your husband weren't together?" God damn, who told my business?
How did he know?
He knows. He's the daddy.
Well, first of all, your parents know like we know.
He knew when you were walking.
Why you trying to point at me?
No. Somebody. No, I'm gonna be honest. Somebody else told him. Somebody in the family told him. It wasn't either one of my sisters. Because, like I said, they didn't even know at first. We covered it very well.
But
they knew something was wrong, but they didn't know it was that extreme, right?
I knew too because he was all in California. Like, what the hell you been in California for?
I was like, he been there for a while.
My daddy came to me and he said, "If your marriage fell apart, it's okay."
Yeah.
And the moment he told me it was okay.
Baby, get all this shit and come on, get your ass up.
I told him. I said, "Well, now," I was like, "Well, since you didn't say it's okay, right? Well, yeah, we separated and we've been separated this long and this is what didn't happen." And I done told him the whole story and he already knew the story.
But dads know.
Yeah, my daddy already knew the story. He was waiting on me to get comfortable enough to tell him the story. He already knew. But he was waiting on me to feel comfortable enough to tell him what happened.
And my dad's even though he's my stepdad, he's always been like, "I knew he wasn't for you. I knew he wasn't for you. You're too strong for," or that was he's ready right now. You know, he's always I knew he wasn't for you, but you gotta just learn on your own.
Yeah. And like I said,
the more they tell you no, the more you're gonna want to do it.
And when I called my dad, I said, "Daddy, I'm going today to the courthouse to file the divorce papers." He said, "Okay, I'm gonna pay for half of it." Do y'all know he didn't send me the money? But you know why he didn't send it to me? I know now why he didn't send it to me. No, he didn't believe that I was really down.
Yeah.
He did not believe that I was really at the courthouse, so he didn't send me my half of the money. He didn't believe me, girl.
Yeah, I wouldn't believe you either.
They didn't believe me either. I don't feel bad. I'm not mad at you, Chelsea.
Well, I believed you because I was on the phone.
I mean, yeah.
I was on the phone. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was encouraging it. But I wanted the best for my sister.
That's a generational curse that I am determined to break. My mother and my father got divorced, and I love them both. But that divorce was hell on me. It was hell on my sisters. It was absolutely terrible. And one of the things I told T, when we get divorced, we will not make it hard for these children. Because at the end of the day, these children didn't ask to be in this mess. This was grown-up mess. And there's a lot of things now. Like I said, he had a child on me, and I love the other baby to death. I love that baby to death, like he is one of my own. And people always tell me, "Dale, you better than me." I couldn't have did it. My girl Jenny right here, she tell me all the time, "You better than me."
But you divorced him.
But no, because
say he makes you smile.
No, because even once we were together,
Maurice is the sweetest little boy.
She could have popped that baby out at home.
he is like because even after I found out about the baby, I still stayed with him for like 2 years after I found out about him.
Okay.
And I did birthday parties, and I did Christmas, and I did Thanksgiving, and I did everything that as a wife and as a stepmother, I felt like I was supposed to do. Because at the end of the day,
we didn't hear you say it again.
Because at the end of the day, that baby didn't ask to be here. Yeah. That baby did not ask to be put in this mess. He exactly. Let me tell y'all, when it was time to go to child support, when it was time, let me tell you. Wait, let me tell y'all, that baby's birthday. Wait.
Real woman. There. That's what that is.
That baby's birthday is February the 15th.
Oh. The day after Valentine's.
Every Valentine's Day since I found out was never the same.
It's not?
Never the same. When we got the DNA results that said it was his child, my birthday was May 17th. We got the DNA results May 16th.
Oh wow!
Girl, not your birthday ain't the
same. No, and like I said, I don't take that out on that baby.
It's not the same for different reasons.
Yeah, it's a different reason. But that baby had nothing.
R.I.P. Bud.
Yeah, my brother. That baby had nothing to do with it. Yeah. And like we at the because he plays football. We at the football field, and I love that baby, and I cheer for that baby like he my own. Yeah. And everybody, Jenny, my friend, all the time, she's always like, you better than me. I couldn't do it. You better than me. And what do I always tell you? It's not about me. It's bigger than me.
Right.
When me and him said those vows in front of God, we didn't say till death do us part. Like I said, we said I'm gonna love your child to the end of me, and I'm gonna love your child to the end of me. And that means children that came in between.
After, yep.
That means children that came in between.
Yeah, what I'm gonna tell y'all men right now, that ain't me.
That's sister.
I'm not her, and she not me.
Cause I pray every day, Lord, don't let a woman pop up and say this is his baby.
But this is Iris, and I do not approve that message.
This is Leslie, and I second that.
But like I said, that is a generational curse that I am determined.
And that's Sheena, not Leslie.
It depends on the situation. Because let me tell you something. You don't never know what you'll do until you put that.
So I just want to tell you, I'm joking. Just so y'all know.
That is a generational curse.
But I just want to clarify, I'm joking.
That is a generational curse that I was determined to break. My mom and my daddy divorce was hell on us. And no matter what reason me and that man decided to divorce, it will not be hell on my children. It will not be. That is one curse I will
tell you, I'm 42 and that divorce still impacts
How divorce made them feel?
Wow. Have I asked my children? I told you, my daughter told me just fake it till we make it till she turned 18.
Yeah, she said that earlier, yeah.
She wants, she's 16. She wanted us to fake it till we make it for 2 years.
Okay, so how about your son?
At that time, 4.
At that time, 4 years. Yeah. My son, but you got to remember, these kids lived in the house every day where they woke up in the morning and we were fighting.
But that ain't what I asked you.
But hold on.
How did your son react?
Hold on, and I'm finna tell you exactly. My son and my daughter woke up every morning to us fighting. Yeah, they went to bed every night.
And you gotta be as kids. They're gonna tell, but my thing is, you're not supposed to. But let's be honest, Leslie. You can ask the kid, well, how did our divorce make you feel? And if it's a baby that really wants their parents to be together, they gonna tell you anything. Yeah. To make, not your kids. I'm not talking about your kids.
My baby kids
they're real. They'll tell you. But what I'm just saying is, let's be honest. Like when our parents got divorced, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of that I just blacked out because it was dramatic, right?
My baby just wants a puppy.
No, yes, your baby wants a puppy, but like prime example, with my daughter. When I told her, like, hey, like, how do y'all feel about me? Different from divorce. But I asked her, like, how do y'all feel if I got, a new boyfriend, if I was dating? And this is prior to their dad passing. Mm-hmm. She says, well, why? Why would you want to be with somebody else other than my dad?
Why?
And then I said, because we don't make each other happy anymore, which in turn didn't make y'all happy. I didn't go into details because she was too young for me to go into details. Yeah. But I did make it relatable to her because at that time, all she wanted was smiley faces, which means made her happy, which made me happy, right?
And my kids now, and my kids, you know what my kids say? Mama, you and Daddy talk more now than y'all did when y'all lived in the same house.
Yeah, happier now.
Y'all talk more. My ex-husband will call me and we will sit on the phone for an hour, girl.
Yes.
Ask Jenny. We will sit on the phone for hours talking about his job, my job, the kids, what we gonna do.
So why we couldn't do that when we was together?
Because if you're not meant to be together, you're not meant to be.
Because she gonna piss me off.
Because there's
you see
get pissed off so we can go home.
God sometimes he breaks things up.
He got to break things up. See, sometimes he got to
no. And like but I've never said
to begin with.
But look, I've never said. Hold on, but Sheena, but you know what? I never said, and you know what? I believe that. I don't believe that God may have meant for him to be my husband, but God may have meant for him to be my best friend. He may not meant for him to be my husband,
He still was supposed to be connected.
but he was supposed to be in my life, and I don't doubt that.
Everything happens for a reason.
I don't doubt that God placed that man in my life.
I feel everything does happen
And
for
then-
a reason.
Yeah.
However, I feel like
I have
sometimes,
no doubt.
regardless if it's God, the universe, whatever, sometimes we ignore what's meant for us or what's supposed to be there because we want to change the story ourselves.
And you know what? I believe
because
that.
of what we're used to.
I believe
No,
that.
it's not just what. No, it's not. No, but I don't. I'm gonna say, like, I do feel like yes, it could be because what we want, because we're used to. But I feel like I stayed with my kid's dad for a long time because that's what I wanted to do. I knew it wasn't meant for me to do. I knew it wasn't needed for me to do. But I did it because that's what I wanted. Regardless if I was unhappy or not.
Can I send mine too? Tell him to send me 5 or 10.
And I just feel like sometimes we ignore that. We ignore the signs. Like, let's be honest. Half the time it's we on red flags and we at the circus. And we know that.
I was just telling Jenny, I've always told y'all, I'm big on women know what they got, right? And I've told y'all 10 million times. My husband was a hoe and I knew he was a hoe. I knew it. But I felt like as we went on, he would grow and he would change and he would be somebody different, right? That's because that's what I wanted. That may not have been what the universe or God had placed for him.
You see good
But
in
that's
people.
what I
People
wanted.
see good to people.
But that goes to what you say.
Yes, we know what
I
we knew.
ignored those red flags because of what I wanted.
You wanted that in him. You seen that in him.
No, but my thing is, Sheena, you
I
can't.
seen the father in
but
him.
my
and I've
thing
always
is-
said
But
that.
I'm just
But
saying,
Sheena. But my thing is
because I'm a rough apple. And I look at the rough apple, because baby, I stayed with y'all so I can stay with y'all no more. A rough apple till now, I'm able to stand up on my own. Sometimes you just have to really just go through something and bump your head and do, you know.
But my thing is, but Sheena, but sometimes a lot of those, but no, it's not just that.
I'm used to accustomed to what I'm
Look,
used to.
Yeah.
I had to really step
Sheena.
outside the box and be like, okay.
Look, but what I'm trying to say is, yes, I agree with all of that. But what I'm saying is, a lot of times, those bumps that you get, you could have prevented because you knew they was coming. You saw them coming.
But I
feel like if it's meant, it's gonna happen. I do really mean that. What's meant for you is gonna happen. But I also feel like a lot of times we see these things. We see the rough patch. We see this relationship isn't going anywhere. We see this is not good for me, but this is what I want, and or we just blatantly ignore it. Because we know that feeling that's coming, we try to ignore it coming.
Good something going on.
But that's the end of our segment. Everybody's packing up, going home. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you. Everybody left Dennis, like, comment, share,
Subscribe.
hit that bell.
If you've
'Cause
been
on
here
YouTube,
this long, that means you like the segment.
Okay.
Please like, subscribe.
And we
hit
still
that
single.
bell. Good night.